What's going on, guys? We are here with my buddy Gavin, and this video is actually going to be all about what he's been through, his transformation, because I think it will help out a lot of people, and it's been inspiring to me, other members in the gym, his friends, and I really think it can help you guys as well. So first off, we're going to talk a little bit about how we met. We actually met in a barber shop. We have the same barber. His name is Joey. We'll actually link him up too, put him in the description box below. But we happened to be in there at the same time. He recognized, you watched the channel, I guess, from like a while back.
Yeah.
So he had watched the channel, and then him and Joey were talking, and we were talking about getting a training session in together, and the three of us linked up. We trained together, and since then we just stayed in touch. We've been training together a lot lately. We've been doing videos, pictures, so it's been really cool. And his story is just something that I felt like we needed to share. So we're gonna talk a little bit about him. So bio, how old are you? How long you've been training? And a little bit about your story, your transformation.
What's up, guys? I'm Gavin. I'm 19 years old. I started training when I was probably around 15 years old, but it was never serious, never consistent. I was always a football player, so lifting weights was always just a big part of being that football player. It wasn't until about 7 or 8 months ago that I really started taking training and my eating very seriously and started becoming very consistent with it.
Tell a little bit about your story. So you were overweight, you lost television, you share, I don't want to tell you.
I was always the bigger kid. All throughout my life I was fairly overweight, but it wasn't until I graduated high school and I stopped playing football. I stopped having that identity as the football player, and I was looking for just like something to almost identify as, and I just became like the party guy. I drank a lot. I graduated high school about 245 pounds, and from the summer of my graduation up until my freshman year of college, beginning of freshman year, I gained another 25 pounds. I was about 270. I stepped on the scale November 28th, 2016, and I just was upset with myself. I couldn't believe that I looked the way I did. I couldn't believe the way how I let myself get. I just decided to change it. I've always been a fan of like the fitness industry. I've been following Maddie for a while. I just started with eating like a bro. I was doing grilled chicken and broccoli, brown rice, egg whites, and oatmeal, and that's the only thing I ate for about a month straight. I lost probably 20 pounds the first month. I took a picture of myself. I was about 250-ish. That was really the like reference picture. Like I always went back to that picture because I was just embarrassed, uncomfortable, and never felt good with myself. The only time I was happy was, when I was drinking, but change that around. Looking back on pictures of myself at the beach, it was just uncomfortable. I don't know how I got to that point.
All right, so you had mentioned you did the whole chicken, brown rice, broccoli, oatmeal diet,
Yeah.
like we all probably started out doing. What's your diet like now that you've lost, what is it in total, 70 pounds?
Probably around 65. Right now I weigh about 205 pounds. So after I did that whole bro eating thing, I switched over to like a flexible dieting. I started tracking my macros. I ate how I wanted to. Generally it was more on the clean side, more like whole foods, but I would still allow myself to enjoy my weekend a little bit more, maybe save a few carbs if I wanted to have a drink, or save a few carbs and fat if I wanted to have, a piece of cake because it was someone's birthday,
And what about training? Like when you were losing the weight or when you lost the weight, was it tons of cardio? What was your training style like at that time?
Honestly, I barely did cardio. I was lifting 5 to 7 times a week, sometimes twice a day, depending on my motivation level, my time, my schedule. Yeah, I never really did cardio until I was about 220 pounds. And then I just started adding that in because I wanted a little extra kick to lose the weight before the summer.
So you never, I'm only saying from my experience, I was overweight. My thing was cardio. And that's how I initially lost the weight. You never got into that phase of like, I need to lose the weight first and then lift?
No, because I feel like I always had somewhat of a base of muscle just because my athletic background, but I hated cardio, and I just figured, why do something I hate? I'm already losing the weight. I could eat the way I need to without adding cardio in, so.
And then you use it as a tool if you actually needed it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. How has losing the weight and adopting this new lifestyle changed your confidence levels, how you are? So obviously you physically transformed. I'm sure you feel better. You obviously look better. But what about like your mindset?
I'm definitely more confident. I'm actually comfortable, like going out and buying new clothes that fit me because all my old clothes are big. I actually feel comfortable taking my shirt off at the beach. This is the first time in my life that I've ever took my shirt off at the beach and thought, wow, I'm not like self-conscious about how I look, and it's a whole new world. Honestly,
yeah.
That's
one of the I can relate to that, man. I didn't take my shirt off till I was 18 years old. I remember going in the pool and the beach with my t-shirt on and shit, man. It's so uncomfortable. And I know a lot of people can probably relate to this. It's not a good feeling, but he's perfect proof that you can make it happen and you can actually build that confidence. It's not something that you're always born with. Some people are just naturally more confident than others, but if you work your ass off and you can be proud of something you did, the confidence will come with that. You showed up at the gym yesterday with 6 of the craziest donuts we've seen. What is your relationship with food like now? So you were overweight, you were broke, you were probably scared to eat stuff like that, and then you show up in the gym with 6 awesome donuts, you eat them while you're training, and you feel okay doing that. So what is, do you feel guilty when you eat that stuff, or have you accepted that you can eat that and still?
Occasionally I feel guilty if I'm not really, if it doesn't fit my macros. Let's go back to flexible dieting. I can allow myself to have a donut because if I have a set number of carbs, protein, and fat to hit a day, and the donut fits into my carbs and fat, it may not make me feel great, and you may feel a little guilty eating it, but you'll still, if you hit your numbers, you still lose weight or accomplish whatever your goal is. You should definitely allow yourself to have fun, enjoy what you're eating. Food is fuel for your body, but it's also fun. You can have fun with it and still perform how you need to and accomplish your goals.
And I think he brought up a really good point. He admitted to this, which a lot of people don't, is that he does sometimes maybe feel a little guilt when he eats a donut, even if it fits into his macros, just because of how he feels afterwards. And so many people brag about all the shit that they eat all the time, the candies and ice cream. And I know that everyone who's in this lifestyle, who started maybe overweight and had an insecurity or was self-conscious about something, probably still has those feelings towards food. But I'm sure it's much easier to manage now.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like we should just end off. If you can give, I don't know, 2 or 3 of your best tips to someone who's overweight right now, who is in the position that you were in, whether it be diet tips, your best weight loss advice, anything that you think can help someone out who's in a similar situation.
2 things. First thing, time. It takes a long time. It's never gonna come quick. It's never gonna come easy. You need time and consistency. If you're not consistent with it, nothing will happen. And another point, you should definitely take pictures, take progress pictures. Take it with your shirt off, from the side, from the front. Anytime you're feeling like, oh, this isn't working for me, I've been consistent for 2 or 3 weeks straight and I look exactly the same, compare the pictures. Take another picture 3 weeks down the road, a month down the road. It will show. You may not see it every day because you're looking in the mirror at yourself every single day. You see the same thing in your mind. But it changes over time. You just need time, consistency, and look back and appreciate what you've done, and don't take everything so seriously. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the process.
I like that a lot. And that's it. Social media has made it seem like it's a lot easier than it is. People are posting their 4-week transformations. Most of it's bullshit. So listen to the advice. He's obviously living proof that it can be done. Hopefully he's helped inspire at least one of you guys to get off your ass and make a transformation of your own. So thank you as always, bro. I appreciate it. I'm gonna have him linked up in the description box below, his Instagram and everything, and you'll be seeing much more of him on the channel. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you in the next video.
Thank you.